Hi guys, it's Blackie. I'm sorry I do not have my microphone today. The battery died on it unexpectedly, so please forgive the change in audio quality. It will be improved very shortly. So I will try to speak up. Okay, first for today's agenda, I would like to point out that today on MadeReadyGear.com, that's down in the description box, my niece has put these pouches back on sale that's got the loop in the back to go into the haversack straps. You see me carry these and you've asked about these. So she's done another run of these pouches. Also, there are more of the M81 camouflage Red Hawks are now available on opossumpouch.com on that website. I've got it down there in the description box. So if you've been waiting for a haversack, or you've been wanting one of these pouches like I carry my cordage kit in, they're available as of today. When you see this video, they're ready to go. Okay, today what we're going to be talking about, continuing in the do-it-yourself haversack kit, we're going to add another piece to our cordage set. And what that's going to be is this. Now this is a Bushcraft twist tie. Now, I'm not going to say I invented this, okay? But I'm going to tell you what happened. My good friend Dan Lutz and I were talking about soft shackles. Now, this is a component you make up of cordage where you tie a big knot on one end and you have a loop on the other, and you put it through there, and then that locks it, and it becomes like a carabiner like you have for your car keys or everything else. And so it was a piece of cordage you could make up and carry, be able to hook stuff to your gear and things like that. I've even hung hammocks with it, but the problem with it was you had to have a slider on here, otherwise that would just open up and the knot would fall out. It had to be something that would hold it snug. Well, remembering the old Romans used to do something like this where they would twist rope up with big, long torquing bars, would torque up rope and force rope to act like a spring for ballista and things like that, I decided to see if I could do this, and so I twisted one up. This makes for one that you don't have to have a sliding shackle on. It just locks when you put it in there. Now, I'll show you this up close. We're going to make one here in a minute. As you can see, it's just simply twisted. So if you will untwist the end, so that you got a big enough opening to take the actual knot and put it through, and then you twist it back, it'll just roll right back. Now, once you put it under load and it pulls, it twists and torques down tight, sealing that up. It can't come off of there. And I have hung hammocks up with this, where I had forgot or lost the carabiner that I had. Yeah, carabiner, I didn't say cabiner. Carabiner that actually clipped to the slap straps, I had lost it. So I simply had one of these and it held me quite fine. Now this one is made out of the large diameter bank line, the heavier tarred bank line. We're going to make one out of this piece of nylon right quick. Now there's a bit of a loss when you create this on the end, so you got to be prepared for that. So how I do it is I use a pair of locking channel locks. You want to index them down where it's fairly close and go ahead and tie a knot in the end of your cord. Yes, you can use paracord for this, and a lot of mine are made out of paracord. You want to clamp it good and tight, because in the twisting motion, if this is not really, really tight, it'll just twist out. And once it loses the tension, it's gone. Okay? And on the other end, I'm going to take another pair of vice grips, and I'm going to lock it down also. Now, all I'm going to do is pick a direction, let's say away from me, and I'm just simply going to start twisting in one direction. As I do, that twist is going to be imparted to the cord, and it's going to get tighter and tighter and shorten it. That's the reason we start out with a piece too long. Figure out how big you want and then add probably another 2 inches to it, and just keep spiraling. what's happening is I'm doing it, I'm loading it up. Now at some point along in here, it'll start to kink up, actually bend up on itself, and I'm starting to see this now because I'm shortening that cord by twisting it, okay? And it takes a minute. It ain't something that just happens in 3 seconds. But I mean, I've lost probably 3 inches on the length of this cord already, twisting it up like this. And now it's starting to bind up, and you'll see it start to do knots. It's getting, I've got to hold on to this. If I let go of this, it will spin, so I got to hold it. It's acting like a spring. It's starting to actually get kinks in it. Keep twisting. And if it starts to kink up on this end like it is there, I stick it between my knees, take your finger and kind of run up and down the cord a little bit and twist so that it evenly distributes. But you see how it's starting to kink up right there. Okay, at this point, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring these two ends together and allow this cord to twist against itself. To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one end down, and I'm going to put my finger into the middle of it and hold it in place. This is going to be the fun part. Without this thing just spinning. Stick it up under that edge right there. Put the finger in the middle and do like that. Get them together. Make sure there's no kink, and then just let it spin together. Just like that. Now, I got a kink right there I got to work out. Wrap around, just like that. Now what I'm doing, see I've got a kink right there. What I'm doing is I'm pushing the loop over so that kink will eventually work its way out. Now that I've spiraled it up nice and tight, you can let go of its twist wrap cordage basically. So now I have created double twist cordage like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it up just a little bit more together, and then I'm going to tie the knot. Now the knot is simply, I'm going to put my finger down here at the bottom. I'm going to bring down, I'm going to do a simple overhand loop right there and pull that down really tight. That will lock them together. Just like that. Now I can take my vice grips off. Ideally, what I've done before is I've taken one of the vice grips and have it anchored to a chair, a table, or something like that. I've even slid a drawer out before and put one of them in there so that whenever I twist it up, it's held in place. So what I can do is that length of cord, when I get as far as I want, I put my finger in the middle and bring the two ends together so I'm already at the middle part, and then let it spiral. Okay, that has created that. Now you see up here on this end, you got those ears. We're going to cut those off and we're going to burn it. Like that. A good sharp WC knife, that's no problem. Now we're going to burn it, that knot, so it melts back to itself. Let that cool a minute, because it's lava. Okay, now what we've got is a twist tie. To utilize, all I gotta do is come up here and just open up this end, and it's hard to do. It acts like a spring, because when you let go, it won't go back. Now I take that and put it over the knot. Just like that, and then once it's over the knot, kind of twist it. See how it'll twist back up, and that locks it. And see, that was a long piece of cord, about like that long, and it's created a loop that big. That is very, very strong, and as I apply load to it, it squeezes tighter rather than that loop popping over that knot. See how big that knot is because of it? It will lock underneath it, and so this functions like a carabiner. I have multiple uses for this. I can use it for hanging gear, securing gear. And when I made up this one that is this long, it's because I can hook it to the bottom strap of my haversack, and that loop is big enough for me to slide my grail into it and hold it to keep it from swinging. That's what that's for. I can twist and unhook it, run the whole thing through a, let's say, a guy eye, like on a poncho or something, and be able to quickly hook this to a pole or whatever, or something else you really can't tie to, but you could go around. This will work. It's just one of those little tricks to add to your camp and be able to create in the field easily a replacement for a carabiner. It's a simple skill, but it has so many uses. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys. If you have, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.